Hello everybody, welcome back to Here We Golf. My name is Dan. This is Jay.
Lost my train of thought then, sorry.
Hello everyone, welcome back to Here We Golf. My name is Dan.
My name's Jay. Happy Christmas, everybody.
It's Christmas week. All sorted?
Nope.
No.
Are you?
No.
I mean, I've got bits, but I still got lots to do.
Have you?
Yeah.
I've got a lot of time to do it, lad.
I know.
But yeah, we're going to get straight into the golf this week because we've got a bit of a packed episode. It's quite an exciting week in the world of golf.
Great week.
I'll just quickly run through what we've got on the agenda for this podcast. Then we've got the Showdown tonight.
Yeah.
So we need to hurry up so we can get this episode out for you. So we're going to preview the Showdown between McIlroy, Scheffler, Brooks and Bryson. We'll run through the format of that and have a little chat about our thoughts on that. There's been an announcement there's a return of the skins game. So we'll talk about that. TGL's coming in the new year, 7th of January starting, so we'll have a talk about that and our thoughts and on what our teams are, who we'll be following. A few bits of news have come out which could be game changing for golf, which off the back of these new formats that are being played these coming weeks is exciting. And then we'll run through the Alfred Dunhill on the DP World Tour, the results of that, how badly or how well we did in our fantasy teams, and then we'll preview the excellent field in the Mauritius Open to close off the opening swing on the DP World Tour.
Yeah.
Showdown tonight. Showdown tonight, Las Vegas.
Who you got? Who's your money on?
Who's my money on?
I think it's a foregone conclusion, to be totally honest with you.
I don't think it is.
Do you not?
No.
Oh, I just think Scheffler's just
Scheffler,
unbelievable.
he is.
Match with Rory. All day, mate.
Yeah.
All day.
I think it's closer than you think. I think you look at the world rankings and you've got world number 1 and world number 3 on one side. But then we go back to talking about how valid are the world rankings when the other two have gone to live. And the only reason Bryson's up at, I think he's 10th at the minute, is because he's won the major. If he'd have been playing on PGA Tour events, you can guarantee he's probably going to be up and around Rory McIlroy there.
Yeah, to be fair, yeah, you're right. And Bryson can go for it, can't he? When he's in a team game. Mm-hmm. He hasn't got to hold back like he has in a stroke play event. So, interesting. No, it's going to be a good event though, isn't it? I love the fact that they're doing stuff like this now. I think it's brilliant.
Golf needs it, doesn't it?
Yeah, because they're looking to do a major, aren't they?
Yeah, we've not mentioned that before, have we?
That was a joke, though.
Yeah, no, we've not mentioned that major at all. But things like this is like it's a grudge match, isn't it? It's been billed as Live versus PGA Tour,
and there's beef already.
And,
friendly beef, but beef.
Yeah, but I think that is part of the reason why I think Bryson and Brooks will do better than people are thinking. I think any of the articles you read, everyone's kind of writing them off because of how well Scottie played this year. But I think it could be. I think it could be Bryson and Brooks versus Scottie. I think Rory will try and like keep up with them in terms of bombing drives, and Scottie will play his own game.
But I do think it's the nice guys versus the jocks.
Yeah,
it's like the American high school bullies, in it.
Yeah,
against the nerds and the science nerds.
Did you see that video this morning when they're ripping Rory on the range? Did you see Brooks's face? Yeah, he's just sat at the side, just looking.
Rory was like, shut up, didn't say a thing back, and it's like, oh mate, who the fuck is this guy?
He shot him down completely, didn't he? Yeah, so that's gonna be a quality match. I'm looking forward to that.
Really am.
So it's got 18 holes. It's broken down into like a mini sort of Ryder Cup format. So you've got 3 6-hole chunks. You've got foursomes, 4-ball, and then
class
singles for the last 6 holes. So it'll be interesting to see what comes out of it. But yeah, I'm kind of on the fence, and if anything, I'm probably leaning more towards Bryson.
Now that you said that,
Bryson,
to be fair, I didn't think of it that way, but the competitive nature of them two, and the fact that Bryson can absolutely smash his drives, and so can Brooks as well. Settled for a decent event, isn't it? They've chosen the players well.
Perfect lineup, I think. Like, well, you've got Scheffler's up there, isn't he? And he's won a couple of majors this year and stuff. But I think it's the one that like will get the fans' juices going out.
1,000,000%.
What do you reckon? Like, you know, Bryson's obviously got his thing going on YouTube lately, and that he's been doing his Break 50 series.
Oh,
he needs to get one of them guys on, doesn't he?
Imagine him and Scheffler or him and Rory. It would be unbelievable. He'd probably have to be a Break 45. Yeah, because he'd probably do it.
Yeah. So that's what I mean. When you watch them, and Bryson's like, and when he's in that sort of relaxed environment, like he just bombing drives down the middle all the time, comfortably.
He's classy.
Yeah, I think that him and Brooks will dovetail well. I think they'll be relaxed, whereas I think Rory will feel like he's got a point to prove and want to do this for the PGA Tour. Whereas I don't think the other two guys will be bothered, and I think that might play to their advantage. There goes me dishwasher just popped open.
All right, poltergeist.
Steam in the room out now. If it goes all Matthew tonight, I'm going to be, you know what,
John Travolta. But there's a bit of beef, hasn't there, between Bryson and Brooks in the past, so whether they have a bit of beef during the game, we have to see, but it will all add to the spectacle.
Yeah, I think that's probably behind them now that they've been on live. I think probably the media trying to spin that and trying to create something that's probably not there anymore.
He's a moody sod though, Brooks, isn't he?
But I think Bryson used to be as well. I think that's probably why it was. Probably
he seems
clashing, but
I don't know whether he was actually that moody. I know when he used to wear his flat cap and he used to take an age to do anything.
And he was about 3 times as wide.
Yeah. But now he seems much more relaxed and happy because he got his channel. He's interacting with the fans. Maybe it was a media spinner. You only get to see what's edited on the screen, don't you?
You saw when he won the US Open and how he engaged the fans in running around with the trophy and getting everyone to touch him, and that he seemed like, and it came across as genuine to me. I don't know whether it was a stunt or not. Like, I had massive respect for him after that, but then 2 weeks later he had President-elect on his channel, didn't he? We'll move on from that.
Yeah.
No politics on this show.
No.
But the event tonight, the Showdown, is been previewed at Shadow Creek. Been played at Shadow Creek in Las Vegas.
Yeah.
And that's where they had the match between Tiger and Phil.
Yeah.
Back in 2018. Did you watch that? I remember watching it, but
I remember the ins and outs of it, but
definitely
watched it.
Yeah. I remember it going to, I think it went to a playoff, and they had a par, there's like a par 3, or it was nearest the pin or something like that. I think it went to a playoff. Phil ended up taking it.
Unbelievable Phil, though, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Par 3.
Short game.
Short game wizard, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Obviously, Tiger was Tiger, but 2018, Tiger wasn't the Tiger we all knew from the 90s.
No.
Late 90s, 2000s, was he? So it's like the same old Pacquiao and Mayweather thing. It came a bit late, that match. Should have been done when they were 1 and 2.
Yeah. Yeah, that would have been exciting when they were at the peaks of the powers to see them.
Well, it happens with every sport, mostly boxing, to be fair. Joshua Fury should have happened years ago. Joshua and Wilder should have happened years ago, but
Khan and Brook.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Too late.
Yeah, it's when they realise that there's nothing competitive out there for them anymore. There's like, right, okay, we'll make it.
Cash in.
There's still a bit of a money spinner in this one, so we'll get it done, even though it's too late.
So Phil's still playing well.
I can't profess to have seen too much from him. I don't think he is.
I mean,
he's on live now, isn't he?
Yeah, but he's 50 odd, and he's still playing very well. Better than Hudson Swafford. Hudson Swafford's just lost his contract, hasn't he? With live.
Has he?
Yeah.
Get relegated
because he got a
not pay too much attention to. He's got relegated from live.
Well, he got a big pay. He's lost his and he had to rely on something else to get him back in. And then he finished like 7 over par, and he was just like, oh, "Come on, mate."
Well, there you go. Just a bit of dissing Hudson Swafford there out the blue.
Well, we dissed him, didn't we, going the Dunhill, didn't we?
Did he?
Yeah, because he was playing. Who the hell is this fella? I had him in my team, didn't I?
But yeah, so that was like that match between Tiger and Phil. Hey?
Cut that out.
Cut that out. That match between Tiger and Phil was like the announcement. It was considered like the return of the Skins event.
Yeah.
Which used to be a thing where the top players in the game would have like a sort of casual, unofficial event where they play off for money and stuff.
Which incidentally we covered last week.
Yeah, covered it off on what not on this week in golf.
Crazy.
And then we just had a bit of news this week, haven't we?
Absolute mind reader, this fella.
So yeah,
Skims is a good event. It will be good. I love the new formats they're bringing to golf. It's making it well more exciting.
Yeah. We touched on it quite a lot previously already, but the YouTube sort of situation and making golf entertainment again, I think has kicked the professional game into action, coming up with ideas. Whether or not they work or not remains to be seen. But
we've all seen they work.
I'm sure plenty of people will tune in tonight, like
with the likes of Grant Horvat and that. When he played against Rick Shields, it's an exciting match, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm.
It's something that was never shown on the game because it was stuck in the dark ages when it golfed for ages. But now it's coming good.
Yeah. So obviously that's coming back in 2025. We don't know who's going to be involved and stuff like that. It's going to be on Black Friday next year, and it's been announced by the guys who did the Full Swing documentary on Netflix, and they're backing it. So chances are it's going to be on Netflix. I think by the sounds of things, which is good because it'll be accessible to a wide audience as well, rather than being behind a paywall or like Sky and whatever over here.
I haven't got Sky anymore, and I can't stand the fact that everything's on Sky. We've got DAZN. There is multiple providers out there, which lives on DAZN, innit? So
yeah, YouTube as well. But speaking of new formats of golf, when we come back after Christmas, 7th January, TGL, new golf league starts.
It looks class, doesn't it?
By Tiger and Rory. I'm looking forward to it. I must say that, and anything that makes golf entertaining and fun, it's a bit of a twist on it. So just smashing balls into the biggest simulator you've ever seen. But
it's so immersive, innit? It looks unbelievable. Yeah, it loses a massive element of the game, but it'd still be exciting. Like, imagine there being a spectator there and getting to watch everyone play golf rather than just following some and sitting on a green.
You'll see it all.
Yeah.
You're not having to look over people's heads and you're not having to sort of like plot your way around the golf course and stuff.
But it is fake. Like, it's completely fake. Like, how do we know exactly what that ball is going to do? You know,
the technology.
No, but like, what if it hits a rock? You just don't know, do you?
Yeah. Well, I'm sure they'll factor all that in. Like,
it's just like, I love seeing a piercing ball flight. You might as well watch it on the telly, mightn't you? If you're going to go and watch it somewhere. So, yeah, there's reservations, but I think it'll be a good.
Because it's a long game, isn't it? That's obviously going to be into the screen. Anything from about 70 yards in is going to be actual.
Well, yeah, there's real grass, isn't it? Like real rough and real fairway and everything.
And
like
the green has got some sort of technology under it, so they can change the undulations, so they can change the layout of the green and stuff as well. So yeah, I'm looking forward to that. Have you got a team yet? Have you had a look into it?
I actually have. Yeah,
nailed your colours to the mast.
Yeah,
TGL.
I have actually. I've gone for New York Golf Club. Come on, New York. Gone for. I like Matt Fitzpatrick, Ricky Fowler, Xander Schauffele, and Cam Young. Xander Schauffele's got an unbelievable swing, hasn't he? He's Have you seen him within 100 yards? He's unbelievable.
Yeah, he's class, isn't he?
Class.
Yeah, number 2 in the world at the minute, and just a top player. Ricky should be winning more, shouldn't he? He's like, I feel like he's got the game, but I don't know if it's in his head or what. But he had a few years in the doldrums. He's come back a bit the last couple of years, hasn't he? But still.
But he's made that much money, hasn't he? Money affects people, doesn't he?
Do you reckon?
Yeah, 100%. But he was always a really good player to watch. I always rooted for him down the years.
I've had to side with the local lad, Tommy. Tommy Fleetwood and his new team, Los Angeles Golf Club.
Mm-hmm.
If you remember right, that was backed by Serena Williams, if I read that correctly.
Really?
I think so.
Oh.
Yeah, I think she's one of like co-owners or something. But yeah, headed up by Colin Morikawa, Sahith Theegala from United States, and then we've got Justin Rose and local lad and fellow Blue, Tommy Fleetwood, making up the team there.
Yeah.
So
that's how they've got these names, aren't they?
That's going to be my team for the TGL season. We'll see how we go.
I'm actually very surprised at you. Actually,
if you look at them teams, have you got any like we don't fully know how it's going to play out and stuff, but have you got any predictions of who you think is going to do well? Rory, Keegan Bradley, Adam Scott and Matsuyama in the Boston Common Golf.
I think I'm surprised you've not gone with Jupiter Links, to be totally honest.
That's a strong team. Yeah, that was my other option. Obviously, massive Tiger fan all my life, so it was between them two. But Tommy swung it for me.
Max Homer might fall off a cliff, though, might he? So.
Might do. I'm king of the world. Yeah, Tom Kim and Kevin Kisner. It is quite a strong team. Tom Kim, Max Homer, and Kisner have all been playing well lately. Obviously, at the minute, we just don't know where Woods' game is, so you've got to assume they're probably going to be one of the weaker links.
Have you seen him on the range, though? On the sim?
Saw that clip of him on the sim, yeah. He looked like he was swinging it freely, didn't he? So, means to be seen. Who else have we got? We've got the Bay Golf Club.
Yeah.
Based in the Bay. Ludwig Oberg from Sweden, Wyndham Clark from US, Min Woo Lee from Australia, and Shane Lowry from Ireland.
Nice
They
team.
could be a little underdog team, couldn't they?
Sure, Shane Lowry.
Reading that again, that's a strong team.
It is.
Yeah.
Shane Lowry's got the game. All parts of his game's good.
Yeah. He just seems. I just think like this it's a new format, and he strikes me as wants to play 4 rounds of golf and wants to do well in tournaments. And I'm not sure whether he would take this race seriously, to be perfectly honest. My battery started running out on my laptop. To quickly go and plug it in. We were talking about the Bay and
yeah.
Min Woo Lee, Shane Lowry, Ludwig Oberg, and Wyndham Clark being
the only weak link there is Wyndham Clark.
Strong team on the sly. I wouldn't call him a weak link though.
In respect of who else is playing.
Yeah. No,
but he's been out in support, hasn't he, this week of Liv.
Has he? I've not seen that. What's he said?
He was asked a question about people playing, coming back to events, and he said these guys are the best in the world, so they can play where they want. And I agree with him. I think he's got a point.
Yeah, we're going down the major rabbit hole again here, but I read an article a couple of weeks ago from Patrick Reed.
Yeah,
and he just made the fairest point. Like, if these players are capable of playing at this level, they should be allowed to. If they're able to qualify for these events, they should be allowed to play.
You want to see the best players in the world play golf, do you?
Yeah. And it's up to them whether if they can fit the schedule in and play, if it means them playing more games of golf to fit in the minimum quota to qualify for these tours. That should be a choice of theirs. And you know what? I think that's a fair comment. For as controversial as he is, and you dislike him very much, I thought that was quite a fair assessment of the situation at the minute.
What happens if the electricity goes off? Game over.
Is this one of your jokes?
No.
What electricity?
In the sim. It's a golf sim. It's not a real course, is it?
I thought you were talking about my house here. Recording.
Oh no. You know what I mean? It's weird, isn't it?
It won't be as disastrous as the whole stadium blowing away like last year. Got put back 12 months when it was meant to start at the start of this year, and the storm took the arena down.
It's a bit like I'm excited to watch it, but it is a bit weird. A bit of a weird.
It's just the unknown, isn't it? It's don't know what to expect. It might bomb, or it might be absolutely class and just proper entertaining with like big crowds roaring in the background.
To be fair,
on top of it,
you get the big crowds of the darts, don't you? And it's not much different.
Yeah,
these lads will be throwing darts, and you can see it better. I had a terrible time with the darts.
Did you?
Yeah, it was awful. We sat in the gods. I took my dad for Christmas a couple of years ago. Oh my god!
I think you'd barely be able to see anything from the front row. You could just go for the piss up, don't you?
Yeah, but you sat on
watch it on telly.
It's like you can't get a drink because it's that much of the bar. It's like going to a football match where you just sat in a seat and you've got to stay seated in a row. It's like I'd rather just go to.
It looks like a big massive beer cellar, just long benches.
That's on the floor. We were in the gods.
Oh, yes,
so it was pointless. Yeah. So it remains to be seen whether it'll be good spectator sports for the fan. But whatever I've just said there did not come out any sense. But you know what I said.
I think it came across better than you think, lad.
Did you? I just said, Did you?
That's
what I felt like I said anyway. Adam Scott's a good player, isn't he?
Yeah. A team we haven't covered yet, Atlanta Drive. What, lad?
Them that. What? Adam Scott's a good player. It was just random, wasn't it? But I was looking at Rory's team, and it's actually very strong.
It is. Yeah. Because Keegan's proper come back this last couple of years, hasn't he? Playing solid golf again. He's Ryder Cup captain. He might even end up qualifying at this rate.
Rory, Keegan, Adam Scott, Matsuyama.
Yeah. It's a strong team. And Rory's competitive, so whereas some of them I think will just be relaxed and try and enjoy this. I think he'll want to do well.
Oh yeah. Because
he's obviously one of the founders in this with Tiger, so he's going to want to make it work and make it competitive. We've not talked about Atlanta Drive Golf Club.
Yeah.
If you go on tgl.com, you can fill out a questionnaire that picks your team for you based on your answers. If you're undecided who you want to support, and it told me that my team was Atlanta Drive, so I chose otherwise because I'm not a fan of Patrick Cantlay and his slow play.
Slow play costs lives.
I don't know if that's factually correct, but sounds good.
So you just belt the ball at them if they...
Yeah. I'll tell you what though, his campaign, his hats off campaign in the last Ryder Cup's borne fruit, hasn't it? It's in the news this week. US team are going to get paid good to appear in the Ryder Cup next year.
Well, they should. Who else makes the money?
Well, they make plenty on tour.
Cut that out then.
No, it's a healthy debate, lad.
Masturbate.
I just think he's a fucking spoiled brat, to be perfectly honest.
Maybe.
My personal
Patrick Reed is getting a rival over here.
Hey?
Patrick Reed's getting a rival here. I love the way they've spun in here though. PGA Tour wins 230, Major wins 33, weeks at number 1 at 834. What? Just Tiger?
Yeah. Is that the team?
No, that's just all the players.
Oh right.
So they've literally
Tiger's taken up most of them,
most of them.
Yeah, it's a shame because I like Billy Horschel. He's on the Atlanta Drive team.
Yeah,
Billy seems like a stand-up guy.
Justin Thomas.
No sports West Ham. Justin Thomas, but yeah, you won't see me backing Patrick Cantlay. And don't forget, Patrick, you're on the clock in this tournament as well.
Yeah.
Slow bastard.
Imagine he responded to you.
So who are you going for?
New York.
And I'm going for LA. LA Golf Club.
Do you know what? It's a lovely team now.
Why is everybody drinking early?
I love the fact that Morikawa, Thigala, Fleetwood, and Christian Bezuidenhout.
Christian Bezuidenhout there. His dad.
Daddy? What? Where's that come from?
Uncle Justin.
Uncle Justin who banged me ma. It's not my ma. Who's ma? Because he looks like him. Oh my god.
Yeah, tangent there.
Whatever.
No idea. Don't worry, might just keep that in, to be honest.
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah. So up the LA.
What's when you peel an orange, what's that stuff called around it? Piff. So nice. 6% stake in the PGA.
Tour. Yeah, imminent agreement apparently.
I wonder where that happened.
You wonder where that happened?
Yeah, where the conversations happened.
It probably happened everywhere, lad.
Nope, I reckon it was the Dunhill.
Yeah. 12th hole at Carnoustie. Just
and I reckon
there and then.
Rory was instrumental, and so was Dean.
Yeah. Do you reckon they had a skins game?
Yeah.
They had a skins game at the Dunhill, and it was like, whoever wins, like if you win it all, I win it all, we take a % off each other.
Maybe.
And Al Remain came out 6% up.
Yeah, maybe. Shirts and skins.
So yeah, from what I can find online, there's not a lot to sort of learn from this, other than there's an agreement in it. We don't know.
It's massive, though, isn't it?
Don't know what it means for the PGA Tour, but obviously, if they're prepared to get in bed with each other, which might be why Remains ended up winning.
Maybe.
Yeah. But yeah, if they're prepared to do business together, it can only be good for the future.
Money talks, doesn't it? Money talks.
Money does talk.
Al Remain has talked. Not that the PGA hasn't got any money, because I bet you they have.
We've got plenty. 1.5 billion apparently it's worth, I think.
It pales into insignificance though when you're looking at what the PIF has got at its disposal on it.
Yeah, basically like bottomless pit in it.
Yeah.
But yeah, fingers crossed it helps the game of golf get unified and we see all the big players back together again.
What, like a merger?
A bit like a merger, yeah. That'd be a good idea, that, wouldn't it?
Yeah, I don't know why we haven't covered it before.
Can't believe no one's thought of that before.
No.
There you go. Yeah, golf organisers. Let's merge.
Let's get your heads together, lads and lasses.
More changes in the offing.
Yeah.
2028 Olympics in LA. My team, LA Golf Club. Let's pause this. Wow.
Biff.
Okay, buddy. Cheers, thanks.
Amazon?
No, UPS. Oh. Right, just have a break.
Oh, he's a massive van, wasn't he?
Yeah. Tom Hanks.
Tim Honks.
We're back from a short break. We've just had an interruption from a delivery guy and my dog decided to go mad and he won't settle. So he's in the kitchen with us now and that'll explain any loud, big dogs barking if you hear anything. We're just about to cover off the Olympic proposals that came out this week. There's talking and changes in golf and stuff. The 2028 Olympics in LA is believed to be looking to try and get a mixed event added to the normal game. So you'd have the likes of Scottie and Nelly teeing up for America in a team. Be pretty formidable.
I like it. I think it's good.
Yeah.
I don't see why it can't happen. I mean, we've got mixed relays, haven't we? We've got mixed...
It's all sorts of mixed events in the
loads,
Olympics, isn't it? Yeah.
I was trying to think of an event.
Badminton.
Yeah.
It's the only one I can think of. I know there's lots out there. Rowan Atkinson. I can't think. So yeah, that was off the back of the Grant Thornton that we didn't cover last week.
No.
That was a mixed invitational won by Jake Knapp and Patty.
Who's Patty?
Tavatanakit.
Whoa. Who came second?
Gino. Titty cool.
Titty cool. Sorry.
Fuck's sake. I'm just going to leave that in, I think.
I like the idea of it. I think it's good. I think it. Why shouldn't the men play with the women? Both got the games for it.
Yeah.
Nelly Corder's unbelievable.
She is. If them two played together, I couldn't see anyone. Like, who would McIlroy play with? Off the top of your head, exactly. That's my point. Like, Live Tour. Yeah, we touched on the Live earlier with the grudge match going on tonight, the Showdown. But there was a Live Promotions event at the weekend as well. Winner getting a Live contract for the next season.
Yep.
Did you see any of it?
Nothing.
Never did I. I know the cheapo Lee came out victorious. Just landed themselves a nice little payday.
Rich now.
Yeah. Brandon Grace was thereabouts.
Surprised Rich Beam didn't get himself involved.
David Horsey, I'm sure he's local.
David Horsey?
David Horsey finished quite high up, and I think he's got exemptions into the... So I think it was, if I remember, right off the top of my head, the top 7 got exemptions into the Asian International Series.
Stockport, Manchester.
Yeah. And I think he managed to scrape through. So yeah, there's a number of players there who got themselves onto the Asian International Series for next season, which obviously then gives them the opportunity to get into Live the year after.
Yeah.
But Cheapo Lee was victorious and he gets the Live contract for this upcoming season. So congratulations to him and those on that Asian International Series.
What happens with the teams then when you get your contract? Is it like The Voice or something? Do you just get picked and just turn around and watch it or what?
I don't know. You had like a couple of wild cards, didn't you, last year? Not assigned to teams. And I guess while it's still in its infancy in its first couple of years, they can make it up as they want to go along, really. But Bubba Watson and his range goats are looking for a new addition, aren't they? Because he's come out this week and said that he'll happily be stepping aside if the likes of Rory were prepared to join him. Which you can't see happening.
No. He's gone too far, Rory.
Little tongue in cheek. Yeah, he's nailed his colours to the mast early doors, didn't he?
Yeah. I think he regrets that.
Yeah, like John Rahm did, but was happy to swallow his pride and accept that, you know what, grass is greener here.
Yeah.
Let's take the money while it's there. Rory and Tiger decided to create their own breakout sort of event with the TGL, which is coming up on the 7th of Jan.
Big double standards, though, isn't
it? Yeah. It's affiliated by the PGA Tour, so like they're happy with it. But yeah, if they're so against a new format and stuff like that, why try and create something yourself? But
because golf is full of old set in the ways people.
Mm.
And if you are one of these people, that's fair enough. Like, you feel free to bite back in the comments. But we see in golf memberships, all clubs are run the same way usually.
It's changing though slowly, isn't it?
Hopefully,
as we move on, and that culture is changing. You see that with the relaxed clothing and
party holes
changing in formats, party holes, stuff like that. It's getting there. It is getting there. Golf is becoming fun again.
Hopefully, yeah.
Yeah.
So, did you watch any of the Donald?
Watched some highlights. Nothing. Just didn't get a chance this weekend to watch much of it. But and I'm glad I didn't, because I'd have been keeping an eye out for my fantasy players, and they absolutely bombed.
I thought they were doing okay. First day, I thought, yeah, you've got a chance here. They're doing all right. Sorry, first day, we were having a nightmare. Second day, they all started to come back in it and get under par. Third day, tanky.
Well, I had just touch on the winner of that. So that was South African 42-year-old Sean Norris, who he got in the clubhouse early, and no one was able to sort of join him at 13 under. John Parry, Van Zelzen, and Kinhult all had opportunities too, and failed. I think Iora was in there at the end as well.
Yeah, he came.
He stuck it in the water on 18.
Yeah. Thing is, we've been discussing John Parry for about 3 weeks now, haven't we?
Yeah.
Not one of us decided to put him in our team.
We didn't pick him. No. That's it. But he kind of he's just come off the Challenge Tour and didn't really sort of set the world alight, which is why I touched on picking Oliver Lindell, because he did start off pretty well.
Yeah.
But yeah, John Parry's has a great weekend, coming in a tie for second, alongside Van Zelzen and Kinhult. Kinhult will be kicking himself.
Yeah.
He was in pole position.
He was his game.
The weekend,
it was his tournament, I thought.
Tournament to win, finished with a round of 74 on the last day.
Yeah.
He's kind of, he's bottled it there, to be fair. Louis Oosthuizen missed the cut.
Yeah. I thought that might happen though, you know.
And Charles Schwartzel had a really strange tournament.
He was doing really well, wasn't he? Up until
he got runs of holes, and then I'm just going to try and find them.
Finished 8 under, 66 in the second round, but a 74 in the third round. Just killed him off, didn't it? Charles Schwartzel reminds me of Robbie Keane. He's the Robbie Keane of golf, isn't he? I just feel like he's been around forever.
He has. He's still playing well. But
that's what I mean. He's at a decent level, but I feel like he's been there for years.
So just on Charles Schwartzel then. So round 1, he has a 71. 3 bogeys, 2 birdies, and an eagle. He throws a double in round 2.
Yeah.
He has 2 doubles and a triple in round 3. With 6 birdies.
Madness.
And then 2 doubles and 2 bogeys and 7 birdies in his final round. There's more red, yellow, black and blue on his scorecard than there is sort of white pars. He just was either he played it all well or he played it all didn't, and just all over the place. And a 3 under on the final day to finish tied for 15th, but yeah, expected a bit better of him, really.
No, I agree. I thought he was in contention, but he's just.
I'll tell you who was never in contention. Tristan fucking Lawrence.
What are you doing, mate?
2 weeks in a row now. I've had to have a rant about you. And it goes the same as what I've just said about Schwartzel. All over the place.
Yeah.
I'm not picking you next week.
Not a chance. He's never getting picked again, actually.
I think he's having a week off for Christmas, though, isn't he? But I don't think he's not playing in the Mauritius. But if he were, I wouldn't be picking you. No way. No way. Yeah.
I don't think he cares, though, does he?
He doesn't. Not in the slightest. So, yeah, 75, 72, +3, missing the cut. Double bogey on the first round and 2 double bogeys on the second round, along with a nice bunch of bogeys to go with it. That will not get it done.
I mean, you can't blame a guy for losing a bit of form, I suppose.
I can want to put him in my team because he was in form.
He was.
Right.
Was he, though? He was poor last week as well, wasn't he?
Yeah. Yeah. Just thought that was a blip, but it's not. He's obviously dropped off a bit after being dialed in towards the end of the 2024 season.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll just move on to the fantasy side of things before we preview next week's very exciting Mauritius Open.
Woo!
Here we go, Dan. So my team, I had Captain Louis Oosthuizen, missed the cut. I think he had, all he had to do was par the last, and he bogeyed it.
Yeah,
I think
he was level par, wasn't he? And that the cut was at level par, so he just missed it.
Yeah, rounds of 71 and 73. He didn't play that last all well. He had an 8 on round 1 and then a 6 in round 2. He'd have made the cut if he'd have parred the last, but he threw a bogey in. So, cheers, lad.
Mm-hmm.
Missed cut for me captain. Another missed cut for Tristan Lawrence. I think I've bashed him enough the last couple of weeks.
Bashed him off.
Christian Bezuidenhout, Aldrich Poltergeist.
How did he get on the end? I didn't see his name.
Which one?
Poltergeist.
2 under.
Oh.
Bezuidenhout, 3 under. Lindell was me kind of out there pick. He was 3 under as well. When you look at the rounds for all of them, there was bogeys, doubles, and birdies and eagles across everyone's round. They were just struggling to get it consistently, to get a consistent 4 rounds together, most of them. And then Schwartzel, who did manage to finish -8, tied for 15th. So yeah, measly result for me fantasy-wise, puts me in 6,505th overall. How did you get on?
Pretty disastrous, actually. I had Bezuidenhout as captain, which 3 under wasn't too bad after his first round of, I think it was 2 over first round. Lawrence, never getting picked again. Langasp did okay at 8 under. Oosthuizen missed the cut. And then 2, I switched out at the last minute. The Berminator came out. And I think it was...
Van Rooyen, you said you had?
No, I binned him off.
Did you?
Years ago.
Oh, George Campillo.
Jorge Campillo.
Yeah.
I think he only shot 1 under anyway, which is fine. But
he that first couple of days, he looked like he was there or thereabouts and dropped off, didn't he? 1 under.
I picked Laurie Cantor. But during the round, Laurie Cantor was right up there, and then he just fell away. He was just cantering, yeah. But Jaden Shaper, he's a young lad, shot 8 over. But something is going on here, and I want to know where the bookies are getting their figures from. Because Jaden Shaper was, I'd say, about 18-1 to win the Dunhill. Sean Norris was probably about 300, 400-1. Jaden Shaper this week is also just outside the favourites. Where are they getting the data from? Who is this guy? Who the fuck is this guy?
No, I don't know. But it's not into my thoughts from your team this week.
Definitely not getting picked this week, but he'll probably win. So if you're watching this now, pick him.
You pick for the week.
Yeah, I'm probably going to pick him now.
Put him in your team, lad.
I'm going to have to.
You're going to regret it if you don't, I think.
I can't, though. I've got a strong team this week.
Have you?
Yeah. If you can call it strong, but strong for this field anyway.
Yeah. So just before we move on to the Afrasia Bank Mauritius Open at Montchoisy-le Golf.
Montchoisy-le Golf. Sounds sexy, man.
Beautiful, lad. Absolutely beautiful. I'm just going to pull up the mini league for Here We Golf Pod Mini League. I had a bad week, dropped down from 4th to 6th. Jay, you're still way down, mate. Way down. 13th overall, mate, and I think
I actually went up to 12th as well.
Drift, did you?
On the third day, yeah.
And
would you say a drift at this point?
Not overall season, but I mean, you're not.
In the opening swing, obviously,
you're not getting them balls, mate. I think there's 3, 4 people at most. I mean, it could open up because this tournament, there's no standout top player. The highest ranked in the world is 144th in Antoine Rosner. So there could be absolutely anyone just step up, stick their head above the parapet, and
get hit by the ball.
And if you manage to land on that player, you could jump. So it's not impossible. But Matt Yu west of the woods has consolidated his lead. He's had a good week. He finished 3rd for the week on 786 points, which leaves him top of that's out of our mini league, not overall. That leaves him top of the mini league on 3,458.
Where did he get Withnell from?
Dale Winton.
Supermarket sweep.
Yeah, fair play for that pick. We commented on during the weekend. So where's he picked him from? Fair play. He's obviously done more research than me. Second place, Kevin Renton 75, 3,320, and third place currently John Wood has dropped down with his team Premier Cruise at 3,310. Yeah, anyone who saves one of them 3 for the opening swing prize will have done well this week. And that's where we're at, moving into the final event of the opening swing. Just remember the prize on offer for the leader of the mini league at the end of the opening swing is the Box Pro V1s you can see there. Currently Matt Yu west of the woods remains in pole place for that. Needs one more good solid week and they'll be on his way to him. Right.
Fraser
Mauritius.
Fraser. This is the last one before Christmas, so I think everyone will be in sort of holiday mode, do you?
Yeah,
like us too.
On the beach.
On the beach, yeah.
Flip-flops on,
no golf shoes.
Christmas hat on.
Nike Air Jerusalems.
This is for all that we've bigged up the DP World Tour over the last few weeks. This is an underwhelming field.
It's criminal, isn't it?
It's pretty poor. The top players have decided to take an early Christmas break, I think.
I mean, it's fair enough. Last
year, Louis Oosthuizen won this one. He's not turning up this week.
He's done a few miles this week, don't he?
Yes, but they all do.
Where he played?
He was in Saudi,
and then he went to South Africa.
Yeah.
This is only across. No, it's only across the pond as well, isn't it?
Jason Day's just gone from Australia to America and stuff, hasn't he? People they're used to that, I think.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's an underwhelming field. Can't paint it any other way, really. Antoine Rosner's the highest ranked player at 144th in the world,
and he doesn't exactly set the world alight, does he? But what are world rankings?
Yeah, they're taken with a pinch of salt these days, aren't they?
Yeah.
And Challenge Tour graduate, who we've been bigging up the last couple of weeks, John Parry, is next in the world rankings at 151st. I think that speaks volumes for the field, really, doesn't it? No, just like great to see. Like you want to see the players graduating through the Challenge Tour kick on. It's great to see John Parry have a good start to the season.
Yeah.
Yeah, that says a lot about the field, really. And then Dan Brown's next, and then it just drops off a cliff, really, world ranking wise. So I think anyone could stick their head up this week and win this. Have you got any thoughts on who you think will do that?
I think Angel Ayora, he started quite well. Tied for 5th, tied for 23rd, and then tied for 6th, which is a really good start, actually.
Isn't it? Yeah.
In this field, I think he could do really well. Also, Wenyi Ding missed the cut, I think, but then he's gone tied for 5th, tied for 40th, 23rd. Not bad. Yeah. And obviously there was a much higher caliber player when he was shooting them rounds. Sean Crocker was my other thought, but he's a crock of shit, isn't he?
Absolutely brutal, lad.
But
Any consideration for the dude?
No.
Tied 53, miscut.
His form is just
fell off a cliff, hasn't he?
Yeah. His form
Max home with it.
Just really poor. And Casey Jarvis was my other thought. And he's actually made it into my team due to his
name.
He tied 11th last week on his first outing.
Really?
Yeah. And as you said, somebody could rise, put their head above the parapet, and yeah. And Marcus Kinnold is in my team as well because of his performance last week. Thought he could have won it, but
bottled it.
He didn't.
Did a Spurs.
Yeah.
So is that your team?
No.
That's not your team?
Sort of, yeah.
Just a few sort of ones to watch kind of thing.
My team is Angle Iora as captain. I think he'll play well this week. John Parry, Freddie Shott, Wenyi Ding, Marcus Kinnold, and Casey Jarvis. So in effect, yes, that is my team. But I really want Jaden Shaper in my team now because I think he'll do well. But when I think something's going to happen, it's not going to happen, so I'm not going to pick him. And that's my final answer, Chris. You just won nothing.
Oh well. Good luck, lad. Hopefully you can finish the opening swing off with a bit of a lift. Take a bit of momentum into 2025.
Hopefully.
Yeah. I'll just run through my team. I've got the similar players. I've got Dan Brown as my captain, just because he's out of the world rankings of these lot. I think he's third, and he played in this tournament last year, albeit on a different course. I think he finished in the tie for third in this last year. So likes it Mauritius. So I've gone with Dan Brown as my captain.
Maybe you can crack the Da Vinci Code as well.
Yeah, that's a reluctant captain because he finished 55th last outing. So not exactly carrying a great deal of form in. But I have picked Parry.
Yeah.
Just because obviously there's a miscut in the middle there, which kind of put me off last week. We're obviously playing well, tied for second and eighth the week before. Angle Iora, as you mentioned, again, another Challenge Tour graduate who's playing well, start the season off well. Freddie Shott in the dark. He's ranked 338th in the world, but he's had the last two outings 15th and 16th. Wenyi Ding, promising player, not long-term pro. He's threatened to do well, tied fit 40th and 23rd, kind of faded away the last couple of tournaments, but has put himself in a mix, so maybe he might be able to use that to his experience. And then, but just with him being the highest world-ranked player in the tournaments, I've gone with safely with Antoine Rosner.
I don't think anything's safe about Antoine Rosner.
Do you not?
I think he's a terrible player.
Well, he's there making up the numbers because I'm uninspired by any of the others, to be perfectly honest.
Well, I've just changed my team, even though it was my final answer. And I've just took Wenyi Ding out and put in Jaden Shaper.
Wenyi Ding's out?
Wenyi Ding is out. Jaden Shaper is in. I couldn't not, given what I've just bigged him up, because I don't even know who he is.
Yeah.
Who's this guy?
Oh, well. I mean, I think I'm out the running for the opening swing prize. So I am going through the motions really a bit this week. Hopefully Dan Brown can sort of do what he did in Mauritius last year and finish off well and maybe go a couple better. And then we'll see what happens.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, yeah, this is that was plenty going on in the world of golf this week, a bit more than last week. So we've got the
stop saying that, lad.
We got the showdown tonight. Buzzing for that. Brooks Koepka, Bryson DeChambeau, Rory McIlroy, and Scottie Scheffler. Just before we go, who's going to win, lad?
I'm torn now. I'm going to go with Rory and Scottie. I'm going to stick to it.
You stick to it, yeah.
Because my predictions are rubbish. And you're going to go with Bryson. And
I'm going to stick with Bryson. I just think the Bryson in particular, and And Brooks, playing on live, playing in a more relaxed atmosphere will suit them, whereas I think Rory will just be desperate to try and get one over of them, and it'll probably get in his head. And he'll end up doing a US Open again. And as Bryson alluded to this morning on social media, and doing it to himself. So yeah, we'll cover off on our next episode how that goes, as well as the outcome of this riveting looking Mauritius Open, and any other news. And
happy Christmas, guys.
I think that's it for now. Yeah, have a good Christmas, everyone, and we'll be back in the new year.
And we will be announcing the winner of the Boxer Pro V1s.
Yep.
Matt Yu, West of the Woods.
Matt Yu, West of the Woods, leading the way, and he will take some beating, I think. So yeah, we'll cover that off, and we'll look ahead to the next swing of the DP World Tour, which will include the Team Cup, which is like a Ryder Cup sort of prep, really, between GB&I and Team Europe.
Mm-hmm.
So we've got that to look forward to. We'll also cover off. What else did we talk about? Oh yeah, we'll go into more detail because that podcast is probably going to be coming out the same day as the opening event of the TGL Golf League as well. So we'll go into a bit more depth on the TGL Golf League once we know a bit more about who's been picked. Because I think for the first section of the matches, 3 of the 4 players are picked. So we may well know who the lineups are and a bit more about what's going to happen on that opening event. So we'll cover that as well. So yeah. Episode 5, done and dusted. 1 take this week. Have a good Christmas, lad.
Have a good Christmas.
Been a good opening swing, mate. Hats off to your bank account, can't they? See you in a bit. Here we golf.